The algorithm of abundance. How AI untangled Imran's finances. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee hung heavy in the air at the Daily Grind, a popular cafe in Dhaka. Farhan, always a whirlwind of nervous energy, fidgeted with his cup, his brow furrowed in concentration. My salary is, no exaggeration, at least double yours. Yet you're the one who's always traveling, investing in new things, and seems completely on top of everything. Me, I feel like I'm constantly chasing my tail, with bills piling up and never enough at the end of the month. It's a disaster. It wasn't just about tracking expenses, though it did that brilliantly. It started to analyze my spending psychology. Across from him sat Imran, calm and composed, a serene smile playing on his lips as he scrolled through something on his phone. And honestly, for a long time, I wasn't that great at it either. It's tied to our emotions, our biases, our ingrained habits. This app learned my patterns. For instance, it noticed I tended to overspend on food delivery after a stressful day at work. It wasn't just flagging the expense, it was identifying the trigger. For example, it showed me a statistic that resonated with me. According to a study by the American Psychological Association, stress about money has a significant impact on financial decision-making, often leading to impulsive spending and poor long-term planning. Honestly, Imran, Farhan blurted out, stirring his coffee with unnecessary vigor, I just don't get it. Farhan joked, then it started suggesting strategies tailored to my specific psychological profile. On stressful days, it would send me gentle reminders to consider healthier coping mechanisms instead of ordering expensive takeout. It nudged me towards better habits, not through guilt or shame, but through understanding my psychology. It even analyzed my risk tolerance based on my investment choices and suggested a more balanced portfolio that aligned with my comfort level. Think about it globally, Farhan. In many developing economies, including Bangladesh, financial literacy rates can be low. Do you remember the name of that app you use? The key is to find one that focuses on analyzing your behavioral patterns, not just tracking transactions. Layer on the increasing complexity of financial products and the constant barrage of marketing, and it's easy to see why so many people struggle, regardless of their income. Maybe, just maybe, he could finally stop his higher income from vanishing into thin air and start building a more secure and fulfilling future. All with a bit of help from understanding his mind. Guided by the intelligence of AI, AI has the potential to democratize personalized financial guidance by understanding individual psychology at scale. It even suggested setting up automatic transfers to my savings right after payday, knowing I'm less likely to resist then. So, it wasn't just about the numbers. It was about understanding the person behind the numbers. Some apps now even use natural language processing to analyze your text messages or social media posts. With your permission, of course, to get a better sense of your emotional state and potential spending risks. Things like loss aversion or the endowment effect, to explain why I was holding on to underperforming investments or reluctant to cut back on certain subscriptions even if I wasn't using them. Imran chuckled softly, putting his phone down. Farhan, my friend, it's not just about how much you earn, it's about how you manage it. But you always seemed so together, Farhan said, skepticism lacing his voice. Appearances can be deceiving. Imran admitted, the real change started for me a couple of years ago when I stumbled upon this AI-powered personal finance app. Farhan leaned forward, intrigued. Spending psychology, what's that? Think about it, Imran explained. Why do we make the financial decisions we do? Often, it's not purely logical. So it was like a digital therapist for your wallet? Something like that, Imran laughed. It started pointing out these emotional spending patterns. It even used insights from behavioral economics, you know? Farhan frowned. That sounds intrusive? Initially, maybe a little, Imran conceded. But it presented the information objectively with data. Farhan nodded slowly. That resonates. He often found himself scrolling through online shopping sites after a tough day. Exactly, Imran exclaimed. The AI didn't just tell me I was overspending. It showed me when and potentially why. Did it work? Farhan asked, his skepticism starting to wane. Incredibly well, Imran smiled. It helped me become more mindful of my spending triggers. Farhan looked thoughtful. Precisely, Imran affirmed. And the technology is getting so sophisticated. Wow, Farhan breathed. I've just been using a basic budgeting app that tells me where my money went after it's already gone. Those are helpful too, but they don't address the underlying psychological factors, Imran pointed out. I need to try this, Farhan said, a newfound determination in his eyes. Imran grinned, picking up his phone. Let me show you. It's called Mindful Money AI, but there are others as well. As Imran began to explain the app's features, Farhan felt a flicker of hope.